We are talking with Coach Drew Burwash after the Blue Raiders defeat Benedictine 3-1 in the national semifinals. Coach, let's start first with your offense. Not that Michaela and Shelby aren't terrific players, we know they are, but you don't expect them to put goals in on a consistent basis, and yet they did it today in the national semifinals. Pretty good timing.
Hey, I don't care who puts them in. We talk a lot about it. It doesn't really matter who finishes off the goal for us. We're trying to create quality chances that within our style of play, and sometimes the ball bounces your way, and Shelby picked up kind of a loose ball and did the job, right? Mickey's goal was huge because at that time it's 2-0 and 3-0 separates the game just a little bit. At this stage, 3 games into the tournament, both teams are tired. So that did play a little bit of a factor in the second half, and we talked about that after the match. But proud that they were composed. Both of them were composed in that situation to take care of that, and credit to our team for putting them in that position.
You bring up an interesting point, how difficult of a tournament this is. You have the opening round, and then 2 weeks later you're playing 4 games in 5 days, basically, or 4 games in 6 days, basically, if you're playing for a national title. How much do you prepare yourself for that throughout the season and even into this week?
Well, that's you go to California and play back-to-back games is what you do. And we got beat up, but that was I feel like that was a turning point for us. These girls understood there was more out there for them, and we've seen it. It was a great. We talked about it in depth, and to their credit, they understand that it takes more to be special. If it was easy, everybody would do it. And these girls have passed the test to this point. And tomorrow it's even tougher. And that's what we talked about. After the game today. Great job to this point. But there was another time where we played 3 games in 4 days. just trying to set up, simulating what a national tournament would be like. Because if you haven't been in that situation before, when your coach tells you into the tournament that it's going to be tough, you kind of don't understand it as well. So we're battle tested. We played a tough schedule on purpose. The reason we do that is to become familiar with the other teams, but also test ourselves. That's my job is to test us and find out what's working and what our strengths are, but also expose some of our weaknesses so we can tidy those things up. So when we get to the game, whether it's Northwest Ohio, whether it's Spring Arbor, it doesn't matter for us. We're going to be ready to go, and we'll give it our best shot.
Let's talk about Benedictine for a moment. I know you had great respect for their coaching staff and their players. They played a terrific tournament, and even today put a lot of pressure on you all day long. Yet they're not. This was their first trip into the semifinals. Yet Wednesday it was easy to have your girls get up for a Westmont. Benedictine's kind of new to the party a little bit. Did you have to do any extra motivation?
No, I think our kids understand. Every game is important. Every game we treat it the same, and we're looking for maximum effort. If you overlook a team like that, I can see how they've won 21, 22 games this year. They're relentless in terms of their pressure and trying to push numbers forward, and they've got great kids, and Lincoln has done a very good job. This is only literally the second time that I've seen that team play, and the other time was a couple last year. And this year it's a much more complete team, and I can understand exactly how they get to a semifinal. He's done a great job, and fortunately today we were able to expose them a little bit in the second half, and fortunately it worked in our favor.
Coach, you're going to play for your 5th national title tomorrow against, like you mentioned, either Northwestern Ohio or Spring Arbor. Walk us through a little bit of what you're going to, talk to the girls about. Obviously, you can't just go at it like, well, it's just another game, because you're playing for a national title.
Well, we are going to go at it like it's just another game, because that's what it is, and that's been the recipe for our team, for the last 13 years. That's how we deal with it. If they're competitors, they've talked about an opportunity to win a national championship, and throughout the course of the season, and I kind of push it to the side, but now we talk about it head on. And the team that goes out and prepares the best and is ready for that moment, you know, they're not going to shy away, and they're just going to accept it. And the team that plays the best tomorrow will be the national champion. You know, there's no doubt about that. But these girls are ready. You know, they're ready. They've talked about it. This is where they want to be, and fortunately, they put in some great work throughout the year to put us in this position. And it's very difficult to get here, and there's a lot of things that could go wrong. And they've managed to stay the path and to keep working hard. And yeah, our season hasn't gone as smoothly at times as we would like, but you know, I could see about a month and a half ago that we were taking major steps in the right direction, and that puts us in an opportunity to play for a championship tomorrow night or tomorrow afternoon.
Coach, congratulations on the win. Good luck tomorrow.
Thank you very much.